Hi folks, it's Sheila. Welcome to my kitchen. So glad to have you with me today. We are going to our small group Bible study tonight, and it's our turn to prepare the meal. First up is Cheeseburger Macaroni. Now I'm having 17 people for dinner, so I've tripled the recipe, but I'm going to give you the measurements for making it a family size. First up, you're going to brown 1 pound of ground beef. You're going to use a deep skillet or a Dutch oven, and then add 1 teaspoon of garlic powder and 1 teaspoon of salt. When you're finished cooking the ground beef, drain the grease off of it. You'll need 4 cups of beef broth. Bring that broth up to a boil and add in 8 ounces of uncooked macaroni. Cook the macaroni al dente until most of the liquid is dissipated, but do not drain it. You want to leave that flavor in there. You'll need 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese. Don't worry, you're not going to need this massive amount, but I have tripled the recipe, remember. But I do like my mountain of cheese. I used a huge bowl to stir my mixture in. I still almost ran out of room. But all you're going to need to do is to add that cheese right into the skillet along with the macaroni and the beef and stir it until the mixture is incorporated together and the cheese is all melted. There's so much flavor in this dish, you'll come back for seconds, just like my dinner guests did. It is so delicious, you're going to love it. Next up, we'll be making an autumn salad with an apple cider vinaigrette. Let's make the vinaigrette first. We're going to place all the ingredients in a jar and top it with a lid and shake, shake, shake. It's just that simple. You'll need 2/3 cup of extra virgin olive oil, 1/3 cup of apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons maple syrup, 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt, and finally 1/4 teaspoon of ground black pepper. Here's the fun part. It looks really good. Oh my goodness. A little bit of maple syrup in there makes the difference. It really does. I can't wait. It's going to go great with the salad we have today. We've got some romaine lettuce, and there'll be cranberries and bacon and pecans and all kinds of delicious fall treats. This is going to go great with it. You're going to need about 2 stalks of romaine lettuce. I've cleaned that and chopped them up into bite-sized pieces. Next is 1 cup of pecans. We're going to toast those in an oven at 325 degrees for 4 minutes. Just give the pecans a quick chop as well. I'm using 6 apples in my salad. I use Gala apples. I like their sweetness and their crispiness, but you use whatever apple you like. We're going to chop those into bite-sized pieces. And if you're not using the salad right away, you might want to splash a little bit of lemon juice on there just to keep them fresh. Next, we're going to add 1 cup of dried cranberries. And I added 6 to 8 slices of crispy bacon for a nice taste, but you can substitute that for maybe some grilled chicken or some ham. Now we're going to toss those into a big bowl, and look at that. This fed my whole dinner party, so you'll have some left over for the next day. Let's get started on the garlic Parmesan dinner rolls. I'm going to be using my bread machine, but I'm going to leave you the recipe in the description box for making these rolls by hand, just in case you don't have a bread machine. As a matter of fact, all the recipes will be in the description box below, so just check those out. For the bread machine, we'll add the liquid ingredients first. We've warmed 1 cup of whole milk to a temperature between 105 and 110 degrees Fahrenheit, just a little above lukewarm. Add 1 tablespoon of active dry yeast and 5 tablespoons of sugar. We're going to stir and set that aside for 5 to 10 minutes. Then we're going to take the yeast mixture along with 1/2 cup of softened butter and 1 room temperature egg and put that into the bread machine canister. Next, we'll be adding the dry ingredients. We'll start off with 3½ cups of all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt, 3/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, and 1½ teaspoon of garlic powder. Then you're going to place your canister inside the bread machine and program it to your dough setting. And when the bread machine has completed all cycles, you'll turn the dough out onto your cutting board or your countertop. All right, I'm going to divide this into equal portions. I'm going to make 24 of them. This will prevent them from drying out while I'm working with the dough. All right, so what we're going to do is just take one of the doughs that we rolled out, that we proportioned out. We're going to start rolling them like a log, start in the middle, go outwards. And we're going to get them probably about 9 inches long if we can. And now I'm just going to make it into a spiral. I'm just going to twist it around like that. We'll take that bottom there and just pinch it down on the bottom like that. That way when it bakes, it doesn't break loose. Hopefully it won't anyway. So I'm going to do that with every one of these. Brush your rolls with heavy cream, or you could even use milk. Sprinkle it with some grated Parmesan cheese. Give it a dusting of garlic powder and some Italian seasoning blend. Then we're going to bake it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 to 20 minutes. And roll these apart just like you would a cinnamon roll. Look at that. Can't eat just one. Make sure you check out the description box for all the recipes. Thank you once again for being here, and make sure to hit like and subscribe. Thanks again, guys.